John Tesler here with GeekyKOOL.com, and I'm here with Actor Alan Ruck, notably from Ferris Bueller's Day Off, the TV show Succession, and of course Star Trek Generations. How are you doing, Alan?
I'm fine. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. What has been your favorite role to play?
Oh, I mean, I pretty much like them all. I had fun doing everything I've ever done, pretty much. There's not really one that sticks out more than the other, but I will say Succession just because it's sort of the most recent thing I did, and I had a wonderful time on that show, the best writers I've ever worked with, and a great cast. Everything about it, great directors, everything about it was wonderful, so I'll say Succession.
When you were doing Ferris Bueller's Day Off, did you and Matthew and anybody else, did you know it was going to be such a classic movie?
No, not at all. In fact, we saw a rough cut of it, maybe about 4 months before it came out, and it was Jennifer Grey and Jeffrey Jones and Mia and I saw a rough cut, and we were kind of mortified. It hadn't been all put together. The music wasn't there, and we kind of were just shocked by it. We didn't think it was going to be much of anything.
You played Captain Harriman, Captain of the Enterprise B in Star Trek Generations. What was it like getting to play in that world and eventually learning through meeting fans of Star Trek how passionate that fan base is?
I had no idea. I mean, it was a little intimidating doing that job because as a boy I was starstruck by Kirk and Scotty and Chekhov and the whole crew, because I was a boy when that first series came out. So I didn't have to do too much acting when I worked on that show because Harriman was supposed to be starstruck by these guys, and I was too, so it was pretty easy.
Which do you like doing more, acting on film or doing theater work?
I started out doing a lot of theater, like most of us do. I think most of us get started on stage, and I did that for a long time. And just now that I'm older, I really appreciate working on a film. It's just a little more civilized. It's usually 5 days a week, not 6 days a week. When you do a play, you do 8 shows a week. You do more shows than there are days in a week. And I don't know whoever came up with that formula, but it wasn't an actor. And also, I have younger children now, and if I did a play, you basically leave at supper time and then you come back home about 2 in the morning. I would never see my kids. So I prefer working in front of a camera right now.
One question I always ask actors: what advice will you give somebody who's just starting in?
Persistence. You just have to stick with it. If it's something you want to do, if you're not sure, if you're like, no, I kind of like it, but I think it's the kind of thing that you have to want to do it, you have to need to do it. Just like a musician, they have to pick up their instrument every day, or an artist has to draw every day. If you don't have that drive to need to do it, it'll be much harder for you. But if you're just driven to do it and you can't live without it, then follow your dreams and just keep with it. Persistence.
Where can people find you on social media?
I'm sorry?
Social media?
What about it?
Where can anybody find you?
No, I mean, I'm on Facebook, but I don't really do it.
Thank you for taking a few minutes and spending time with us.
My pleasure.